Hello, I'm doing a leak code stream. Check this out. 3512 minimum operations to make array sum divisible by k. So you're counting the number of operations. You're given an integer array nums and an integer k. You can perform the following operation any number of times. Select the index I and replace num sub I with num sub I minus 1. So you can subtract 1 from any element in nums, and that counts as an operation. And then to get it divisible by k, return the minimum number of operations required to make the sum of the array divisible by k. Interesting. Well, my first thought is you sum the array and then just return the remainder. If it doesn't, then you modulo that sum, and whatever the remainder is, then that's going to be your answer. What it seems like to me. We'll see if that works. Okay. So we'll make a integer count to count the operations, although we won't really be counting. And then we need to sum int array nums. So I think we'll do a for each loop on that. For each int num in nums, int array nums, we will, oh, guess we need a sum. Although you could just use count. Yeah, let's just use count for now. Count plus equals num, and then you would set count. See if I can do this with one variable. This will be interesting. Well, counting this num variable, I guess a couple of variables. Count equals count modulo k. Or actually, why do that? Let's just return count modulo k. See if that works. Oh my gosh. It's working. Okay. Let's submit it. See if there's some edge case. Like maybe you can only do it to one of the elements and therefore it's gonna be some weird edge case. I don't see anything that would appear to be weird though. Yeah, it totally works. Alright. Well, that really was an easy one. Sometimes the easies are kinda hard. Sometimes they're kinda easy, I guess. So the reason this works is because each operation you can subtract 1 from one of the elements. So if you take, so if you sum up the elements in nums and then modulo k, that tells you the remainder. Therefore, that's how many you need to subtract to get it to be divisible by k. Because if modulo k equals 0, then it's divisible by k. But if it's like 1, 2, or 3, or whatever, then you need to subtract that many to make it divisible by k. So you don't actually have to do what it says. This tells you how many operations. This tells you the information right here instantly that you need to know to solve this. Okay, well, that's it. Thanks for watching. It's really nice, straightforward, easy one. Last night or the night before, I misread the instructions a little bit and got off track. That happens sometimes. But this one, my first analysis and thoughts on it, checked out, and it really was that simple. I think last night's was a hard, and it was a bunch of, it was applying like all kinds of complicated concepts to the problem. It's pretty beyond me. Like, I don't fully understand or am able to solve those sorts of questions the way I can like this one or some mediums. But anyway, it was fun. I like having an easy one that I can write from scratch in like 2 minutes occasionally. I like the challenging ones too. But anyway, I'll probably do a Hell Diver stream here in a little bit. Looking forward to December 2nd. Get that new war bond. Alright, well, that's it for tonight on LeetCode streaming.